I'm Caroline England, and this is Lizard. Lizard and I would like to share a story today all about Lizard's Tale. This is part of the fantastic character creations competition where you can win all sorts of amazing prizes. There are board games, there are printed t-shirts, there are mugs with your own name on them, there are book vouchers, and of course there will be signed copies of The Lizard's Tale. And for our overall winner, there will be your very own special lizard, just like mine, that you can keep at home. And also the chance to have your character added into the back of one of our digital storybooks, so he gets to meet all the other characters of our story. We hope that you will enjoy our story today. Hello again, and welcome to Storytime with me, Caroline England. Today we're going to read the story, The Lizard's Tale. And as you can see, I have my very own lizard to keep me company and to help me read the story. So I hope you're all sitting very comfortably. You've got a little space around you. You must get yourself into a comfy position, and then we shall start our story. So here is our storybook. The Lizard's Tale. Lizard opened his eyes and yawned. He crept outside and lay in the sun for a while. He tried to catch his tail in his mouth, but he could not quite reach. He pounced, but no matter how quick he was, he just couldn't catch it. Lizard gave up and ran off. He climbed over a big pile of rocks before he came out near a patch of grass. At the edge of the grass, a rabbit was busy eating. As he hopped about, Lizard could see the white flash of his little cotton tail. "Why is your tail so white and bright?" Lizard asked the rabbit. "My tail is very important," said Rabbit. "When I see danger coming, I run away. My little white tail shows the other rabbits that they need to hide too. That way we all stay safe." "Wow," said Lizard. "Your tail is really useful." Lizard clambered home over the rocks and ran straight to see his mum. "Mom, Rabbit's tail helps keep him safe, but my tail doesn't do anything, does it?" "Your tail is very special," said his mother. "But why?" Lizard wanted to know. "One day you'll find out," she said. With that, she closed her eyes and carried on with her sunbathing. No matter how much Lizard pestered his mum, she would not say another word. Lizard ran back to Rabbit, but Rabbit had disappeared. In the distance, he could see Kangaroo hopping about. Kangaroo had a really big tail. "What's your tail for, Kangaroo?" asked Lizard. "My tail helps me balance while I bounce. If I didn't have a tail, I might fall over," said Kangaroo. "Wow, your tail is really useful," said Lizard. Lizard clambered home to have some tasty beetles for his tea. "Mum, Kangaroo's tail helps him balance when he bounces, so he doesn't fall over. But my tail doesn't do anything, does it?" "Your tail is special," said his mother again. "One day you'll find out why," was all she would say as she gave Lizard his tea. Lizard sadly munched his tea of fat, crunchy beetles and went to bed. I wonder if you would like beetles for your tea. I don't think I would. Next morning, it was sunny again, and Lizard clambered down towards the stream where he met Otter. Otter was busy turning over stones, looking for things to eat. "Otter, what's your tail for?" asked Lizard. "My tail helps me swim in the deep water so I can go really fast wherever I want," said Otter. "Wow," said Lizard. "Your tail is really useful." Otter ran off to look for some more morsels to eat, just as Skunk came trotting along. "Skunk, what's your tail for?" asked Lizard. "My tail is brilliant. It hides my special spray," said Skunk. "What's that for?" asked Lizard. "My special spray smells horrible and it scares away animals that want to eat me," explained Skunk. "Wow," said Lizard. "Your tail is really useful." Skunk ambled off and Lizard made his way slowly home over the big pile of rocks. "Mum, Otter and Skunk have really useful tails. Otter's tail helps him swim really fast and Skunk's tail hides his special spray. But why isn't my tail useful?" said Lizard to his mum. Lizard's mum licked her eye and looked at him. "Your tail really is special," she said. Lizard knew she wouldn't say any more, and he settled down to sleep, hoping that he would find out soon. Next morning it was cloudy, but Lizard couldn't wait to go out once more. He clambered over the rocks again and came across Peacock, who was strutting around. Peacock had a really long, feathery tail. "Peacock, what is your tail for?" asked Lizard. "My tail turns into a beautiful fan and makes me look very beautiful," said Peacock, and he opened his tail into a gorgeous fan of blue and green. "Wow," said Lizard. "Your tail is really useful." Peacock strutted off looking very important, just as Horse came galloping up. "Horse, what is your tail for?" asked Lizard. "My tail is very long and swishes over my back to help keep the flies away," said Horse. "Wow," said Lizard. "Your tail is really useful too." Lizard couldn't wait any longer. He really wanted to know why his tail was special. So he scurried off, back to persuade his mum to tell him. It had started raining as he clambered down over the rocks. Lizard was going so fast that he slipped down between the rocks, and a boulder fell on top of him. He was stuck. He wriggled and he wriggled, but he just couldn't free himself. The boulder was lodged on top of his tail. "I knew my tail was no use," he thought. "I'll never get out." The sky grew darker and darker, but Lizard was still completely stuck. Lizard had one last try, and with one huge pull, he managed to escape. He ran home as fast as he could. Lizard's mum was pleased to see him. "But what have you done with your tail?" she asked. Lizard looked round. His tail had completely gone. "So now you have found out why your tail is so special." Lizard couldn't believe it. "What happened to it?" he asked. "It's a special tail, so that if you get into danger, it will come off and you can get away," she explained. that's useful, said Lizard. But I've only just found out why it's useful, and now I've lost it, he said sadly. Your tail is even more special because you can grow another one, said his mum. Wow, said Lizard. Really? Lizard's mum smiled and nodded. Lizard couldn't quite believe what had happened, but he was very tired and he settled down for a long sleep. Next morning, he went out without his tail. He bumped into his friends having a drink down at the stream. What happened to your tail? Asked Horse. Lizard told them about getting stuck and how his tail had come off. Wow, that's useful, said Otter. But now you have no tail at all, said Skunk. No, but I can grow another one, said Lizard. Wow, that's really, really useful, said all his friends together. Lizard felt a little tingle in his tail. He was sure it was growing already. Lizard smiled. Now he knew that he had the best tail of all. And that's the end of our story. I hope you enjoyed our story. I think Lizard enjoyed it today. And I hope that you will take part in our competition and see if you can win your very own lizard, just like mine. Thank you. Lizard and I hope that you have enjoyed our very special story all about his amazing tail. And now it's time for the competition. All you have to do is to create your own very special character. Perhaps you might want to draw a picture of Lizard, maybe with an extraordinary tail. Or you could draw one of the other amazing animals in our storybook, perhaps the horse, or perhaps the peacock. And for those of you feeling ultra creative, you can even create your own character. Think of an animal that doesn't feature in our story and that has a fantastic tail, and draw a picture of your entry. It's as simple as that. Remember to use bright colours and let your imagination run wild. Lizard and I cannot wait to see what you create. Are you ready? It's time to start creating. Good luck! See you soon!